think we had a relatively good session this morning and going into this afternoon. We had about 15 Parent Teachers Association representatives out of maybe a total of 104 schools. Not too pleased about the number of PTA representation that we have across the country, and it is something that I believe that we have to work towards ensuring that we have more parents coming forward at various schools to be able to engage with teachers, to engage with the principals, and certainly to engage with the ministry on issues related to education and to the education of the students generally. Overall, though, parents, I think, are happy to know that school is reopening. They're pleased to be able to get the children back into the school environment. Obviously, there are underlying concerns about the timetabling. You have a couple of parents who have more than one child in different schools, so they're obviously trying to balance how are they going to be able to ensure that they're able to have persons looking after the children if they're doing the online environment. And many of them are obviously concerned too about transportation, looking at the issue of being able to have the children commuting on the buses and making sure that they're safe. We've given certain assurances as it relates to the cleaning of the schools, the sanitization of the environment. We had training just last week of the ancillary staff. So I think we're able to give some assurances as it relates to that. But generally, I think the parents are ready to get back to school. They just would like, I think, more communication from the leadership of the institutions, the principals in particular, as it relates to the timetabling and the scheduling, and to be able to have that flexibility to accommodate parents where it may be difficult for them to get all of the children into school at the same time.
So essentially, this is the last lap now.
Yeah.
Is the ministry certain that all schools will be able to open come Monday?
I've already addressed the issue of the schools that will not be. We will have a challenge, which was St. Giles, because we had some challenges in relation to the roof, and we had to take off the roof. So I would have addressed that earlier. But we've made separate accommodation for those students, and those parents of those students should all be communicated with as to the alternate arrangements. But generally, the schools are getting ready to reopen. We've been able to clean the school, the exterior of the premises. We've been able to start the industrial cleaning of the inside, power washing of the various areas surrounding the school plant, and the janitorial staff are working with the schools to be able to ready the plant for the handover on Monday. We had a few schools during the domestic summer program where some works are now being finished up, and I believe that by Monday we should be in a position to have students returning to the school environment. This morning, a lot of parents are concerned that with flexible hours at schools, that it will have an impact on them in terms of the work environment. And obviously, we have been in discussions with the private sector from time to time about being more reasonable during a COVID-19 environment. And I hope that they too will appreciate that it is not that this is really our new norm. And there are going to be parents who, because they have more than one child, will need the flexibility to be able to attend to school, to make sure that they're either collected or dropped off, and to be able to attend to matters related to their children. So I hope that the employers will be a bit more lenient in their dealings with parents, and especially those with more than one child in the environment.
Maybe flexi time. We've heard this before.
Well, government is trying to move in that direction as well. I think it is an acceptance of where we are as a society. Sometimes you get more out of people where you give them that freedom to determine their schedule, as opposed to trying to be very rigid, and then they take long lunch hours, or they're not accessible where you need them to be. So I think we've seen with COVID, people have been able to work from home and be able to complete simple tasks, and I think that is perhaps the way in which the world is going, and certainly Barbados cannot be left behind in taking a similar approach.